Hello, good morning one and all. Today I am going to give the presentation about graph theoretic approach, how graph theoretic approach is used to form the bus admittance matrix of any given network. So let us start with a very basic network. First, let us take a network which is having a kind of electrical network. You can see there are 5 branches having admittances are Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4 and Y5. You can take this as common node as datum node. This is node, another node, another node. So there are 3 nodes and 1 datum node. So here the current injected are IA, IB and IOC. These are 3 nodes, that is node A, node B and node C. These 5 branches are there. Let us assume that the branch voltages drop in the branches are V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. And the branch currents are I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. So let us write down all these things. V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5, these are the branch voltages. And I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5, they are branch currents. Let us assume the node voltages as VA, VB and V of C. So VA, VB and VC, they are nothing but the bus voltages. And IA, IB, IC, they are nothing but the injected currents at buses. A, B and C. So now we have to use the graph theoretic approach in formation of the bus admittance matrix. So we will start with an primitive equations. So let us write down first the primitive equations. For that we will have to represent this circuit in a separated forms. So let us represent the 5 branches separately. First branch, second branch, third branch, fourth branch and fifth branch. These 5 branches are there, 3 nodes are there. Along with that, another datum node is there. So what we have to do, we have to write down the branch current here, that is I1. It is having admittance Y1 and voltage drop is V1. Here the current is I2, admittance is Y2 and voltage is V2. In the third branch the current is I3, admittance is Y3, voltage is V3. In the fourth branch current is I4, admittance is Y4 and voltage is V4. And in the fifth branch the current is I5, the bus admittance matrix is Y5, the admittance matrix is Y5 and the voltage is V5. Now we have to write down the end relationships for this separate branches known as the primitive network equations. So these are known as the primitive network model. Primitive network model equations. So can I write the I1 in terms of the voltage V1? Yes, by using this relationship. I1 is equal to I1 into V1. I2 is equal to admittance Y2 into V2. Current I3 is equal to Y3 into V3. current I4 is equal to Y4 into V4, and current I5 is equal to Y5 into V of 5. Now these are the 5 equations. These are known as the primitive equations for this network. Now can I write this equation in the matrix form? Can I write this equation in the matrix form? So answer is yes, I can write down this equation in the matrix form. So I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. This is nothing but the branch current vector is equal to some matrix multiplied with branch voltage vector, that is V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Now what should be the elements of this particular matrix? So if you observe this equation, so can I write Y1 and all other elements will be 0, that is 5 elements will be 0 except this particular first element. And if I observe the second equation, so can I write I2 is equal to Y2 into V2, so I can, second element will present, otherwise all other element will be 0. And for I3, this third element will be present, and I4, this fourth element will be present, and for I5, the fifth element will be present, otherwise all other element will be 0. So if you observe this matrix, so you will be able to see that only 5 elements are diagonal elements. So this is nothing but the primitive network equations, a primitive network model for this. Now second thing is that, can I write the branch voltage vector or branch current, branch voltages in terms of node voltages? So answer is yes. I can write the branch voltages, that is V1, in terms of the voltages by Kirchhoff current law or Kirchhoff voltage law. You can here, the V1 is nothing but the difference of potential difference of these voltages, that is VA minus V of B. Second V2, that is for the second branch, the potential difference is VB minus VC, so this is nothing but V2. V2 is nothing but VB minus V of C. V3 is equal to V3, if I observe this, V3 is nothing but VA minus 0, that is VA. V4 is equal to, that is VB minus 0, that is VB. And V of 5 is equal to V of C. V of C minus 0, that is VC. So these are the equations. So can I represent again this equation in the matrix form? So answer is yes, I can write down this equation in the matrix form. So if you write down this equation in the matrix form, then answer will be branch voltages V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Here some matrix will be there, and here the node voltages are the 3 node voltages, that is VA, VB and VC. Now let us see the size of this matrix. This is 5 rows, 1 column. Here 3 rows, 1 column. So what should be the resultant of this? The matrix size will be nothing but 5 cross 3. Number of rows here and number of columns, they should match. So the answer will be 5 cross 1. So now if I write down the elements of this matrix, then V1 is equal to VA minus VB. So here plus 1, minus 1 and 0. The elements will be plus 1, and corresponding to VB element will be minus 1, and corresponding to VC the element will be 0. Now V2 is equal to VB minus VC. So this is 1, VB element 1 and VC element minus 1. Third, V3 is equal to VA. So this is 1, the other elements are 0. V4 is equal to VB, 0, this is 1 and this is 0. Now V5, that is VC is equal to, V5 is equal to VC. So this is 0, this is 0 and this is 1. Now also So can I write, I mean these equations, this is nothing but your branch voltage vector, that is VBR, and this is nothing but your N matrix. Let us note down this matrix as A. This matrix is known as branch to node incidence matrix. So this is represented by A, and this is bus voltages vector, that is V bus. Now again, also we have forgot to write down this, I mean the relationship. This is nothing but your I branch is equal to Y prime into V branch. So this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. Now again, by Kirchhoff current law, can I write down the equation shifts, that is injected current in terms of, I mean this branch currents? So answer is yes. Can I write by KCL, by Kirchhoff current law? Can I write down equations at node A? By KCL you can use, so this is IA, this is equal to, this is nothing but the incoming current at this node, and these two currents are outgoing, so incoming current is equal to outgoing currents. So I of A is equal to I of 1 plus I of 3. I of A is equal to I1 plus I of 3. This is equation number 1. Now this node, at this particular node, by Kirchhoff current law, if I write down equation for IB, I of B is equal to, this is nothing but the incoming current at this node, this is also incoming current at this node, so this is minus of I1, and this current, that is I of 2, this current is I of 2, and this current is I of 4. These two currents are outgoing, so I2 plus I4. Again, at this particular node, that is node C, can I write down equation by Kirchhoff current law? So answer is yes. This is nothing but the incoming current, and this is also an incoming current to this node, so this is nothing but your I2 minus of I2 plus I of 5. So these are the results. Now again I can write down this equation in the matrix form, so this is nothing but IA, IB and I of C. This will be equal to, again there will be a matrix, and here the 5 branch currents are there, I1, I2, I3, I4 and I of 5. Now what should be the elements of this matrix? So if you observe this equation, so this is nothing but 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0 and 0, because there are 5 branch currents, so here will be 5 elements will exist here, and first element and third element will be plus 1, the coefficients of this I1 and I3. I of B is equal to minus of I1, that is minus 1, I of 2 coefficient is 1, 3, 0, I of 4 coefficient is plus 1 and it is 0. Now I of C is equal to minus of I2 plus I5, so first element will be 0, second element will be minus 1, third element will be 0, fourth element will be 0 and fifth element will be plus 1. So if I observe these two matrix, this matrix and this matrix, so if you observe these two matrix, so this is nothing but the transpose. This matrix is nothing but the transpose of this matrix. So I can write this equation, that is I of bus is equal to A transpose into I of branch. This is equation number 3. This is A transpose and this is nothing but the branch current vector. Now by using equation number 1, 2 and 3, can I put the value of I branch in equation 3 from equation number 1? Equation 1, I can put the value of I branch from equation 1 into the equation number of 3. So you will get A transpose into Y prime into V branch. Again, as we have calculated V branch in terms of V bus, so can I use this equation number 2 and can I put the value of V branch in equation number 3? Yes. So this will become A transpose Y prime into A into V bus. This is nothing but the expression for I bus. And now if you observe, so this term basically it is nothing but it is going to give you the value of I bus is equal to Y prime into V of bus. Sorry, I prime is equal to Y bus into V of bus. So this is how we can calculate the bus admittance matrix for any given power system network. Thank you very much.